McNeely's got to get a shot in the air. He gives it away. Beekman will fire. Got it! He hit a triple. Under 40. Beekman with a bounce speed. Minor. Yes!
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's special edition of March Madness Who You Got. I'm Henry Pallatroni.
And I'm Conwell Morris.
And this week we're taking a brief look back at the Who's ACC Tournament run while previewing their first four matchup against Colorado State on Tuesday night. To begin, we're going to take a brief look back at this year's ACC Tournament for the Virginia men's basketball team, which included a first-round victory over Boston College 66-60 in overtime. The story of this game was key role players Tane Murray, Andrew Rohde, and Jacob Groves stepping up in Reese Beekman's absence and helping the Who's secure a victory in the ACC Tournament.
And like you said, UVA's ACC run ended just as quick as they lost 74-65 against a talented NC State team. UVA played well for most of the game, but were unable to keep up with DJ Burns' great offensive performance. The big man with the soft touch around the rim. He said he grew up watching Hakeem Olajuwon, but he grew into the body of Zach Randolph. So that gives you an idea of his play style. But really, UVA lost in those last 4 minutes. Little mistakes turned into big disappointment. We couldn't capitalize on the 2 free throws after the flagrant one. Ryan Dunn's unfortunate foul on NC State's three-pointer, and they're not being able to take advantage of the one-and-ones down the stretch. We'll have to see UVA clean it up if they're going to go far in this tournament.
And of course, it doesn't hurt as much now knowing NC State went on to have a magical run winning this year's ACC Tournament.
I think it helped our bid.
It did. Taking a look at the NCAA Tournament now, the Virginia men's basketball team snuck in with a bid. Conwell, what are your initial thoughts?
Honestly, I was surprised to see them get in that Final Four. I think a lot of people were. But as William said last week, the ways of the committee are mysterious. But having said that, there are a few reasons I think this UVA team made it into the college basketball playoff. One, they did have some big wins this season, some of them coming early against Florida State and others. And also, despite their big losses, they played almost every team close this season, sometimes painfully close, as we saw against NC State and Boston College, which turned out for a win for Virginia. But as you know, there's some people who are upset about UVA's bid in this tournament.
Yeah, of course. By and large, the consensus was that this year's Virginia men's basketball team was not going to be in this tournament. Famed bracketologist Joe Leonardi did not have us making it into the tournament, and we got lucky. We are a first four bid, and we snuck into this first four bid, and I was definitely surprised. Many people are saying that teams like Oklahoma, St. John's, and Indiana State should have received a bid over us, but hey, we don't control that. We're not the College Basketball Playoff Committee, and here we are. We have a first four bid. The question now becomes, what are we going to do with it? And the truth is, we have nothing to lose. We shouldn't be here, some people would say. Compared to last year as a 4 seed losing to 13 Furman State, there's not that pressure anymore of being a potential favorite in any first-round matchup. We have nothing to lose against Colorado State Tuesday night. Finally, to get into Tuesday night's matchup against Colorado State University in famed American city, Dayton, Ohio, it's important to look at a crucial matchup between 2 point guards that have had great seasons. For us, Reese Beekman, our ACC Defensive Player of the Year, truly the foundation and heart of this team. And the matchup I'm looking at is against the heart of this Colorado State team, Isaiah Stevens, senior point guard, 6 feet tall. He leads their team in points, assists, and field goal percentage. The truth is, if we want to win this game, Beekman cannot disappear, and Beekman has to win this matchup by holding Stevens on the offensive end of the floor and stepping up and producing for us offensively.
Like you said, Colorado State has one of the best guards in the country in Isaiah Stevens, and Colorado State as a team is 7th best in assists per game in the country. We'll see if that ball movement proves deadly for this Cavaliers defense, as at times their big men have struggled to rotate off the blocks in this pack line defense. However, UVA's played in a lot of tight games this season, as we saw one, and unfortunately against NC State, but a big win against Boston College. I think that experience will prove beneficial in this tight 10v10 seed matchup.
Now time for everyone's favorite segment, our picks that define who you got. After a sweeping success in our sit-down discussion before the ACC Tournament, where all 4 of WVA Sports analysts correctly predicted that this Virginia team would get a bid into the NCAA Tournament, I'm sure you're all patiently awaiting our picks for this week's Colorado State game. I'll start us off. I have us winning this one in what I think is going to be a dominant defensive performance. This is a team defined on the defensive end, and I think we're going to tap in and step up on that end of the floor. I have us taking this one 61-58 over Colorado State.
I'm also taking UVA this Tuesday. I think the bench is going to show up in what's a huge game for this program. My prediction, 68-63 Cavaliers. Vegas has the Cavs counted out. Jay Billis has the Cavs counted out. But I've got them counted in. Let's see if they can put it together and have a nice one against Colorado State on Tuesday.
I'm Henry Pallatroni.
And I'm Conwell Morris, WUVA.